Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Viking Racing League Season 4, Race 8. And you join us at the pretty brand new, I'd say, Las Vegas circuit. And I would normally say a nice sunny bright, but it's not sunny and bright. It's a night race. And it's officially classed as a night race, as it starts later than a lot of other races usually do, or events in Las Vegas. Compare it to things like the boxing, any music shows, it does start a little bit later. So if you want to get some dinner before watching the F1, it's easily possible. But the main reason is money, money, money. For the European market, it's made for television really. So we are at Las Vegas, and if like many missed last week, mainly because we weren't broadcasting, but league newcomer Adam Mako came in first race and stormed away with the pole race win, the fast lap, the complete set, and it shows that he needs to come to a different league to easily win. Just of course, but yes, he came with P1 and Sacco Sachs Reserve joined him on the podium, and Giza P3 getting a second consecutive P3 in a row. Can he beat that this week? We shall see. And we are currently on with our current league leader Vigo, but he has been overtaken by the McLaren of Papa Rim Job. He'll be leading the way for qualifying and setting the first flying lap, and what we will do is jump on board with him with a ever popular hot lap, and we shall begin that right now as he comes round the final corner to start his lap. No DRS here, which is a bit of a sceptical one, but he does go at the start finish line and heads down to the left-handed joint corners in turn 1 and 2 round the apartments, and then you come back on yourself for turns 3 and 4 round Rochelle Avenue intersection. You will hug that inside corner and come out on the exit to open up to that corner. DRS open down Coral Lane. May see 1 or 2 overtaken here, but it's not the main one. As we come into the 90 degrees right hand of turn 5 round Season 4 and leading into Westchester Drive, the bend of turn 6 like my penis, as we turn around to the chicane of turn 7 and 8 round MSG Sphere. You might see my face on there one day. Left hand of turn 9 under the elevated monorail, and then open up again that corner as we head down Sands Avenue up turn 10, past the Venetian on your left, and this will set up nicely as we come to the 90 degrees left hander of turn 12 as we make our way onto the Las Vegas Strip. DRS will open in a second as we head down the 1.9 kilometres, passing many famous landmarks. Over there, Mirage, Caesar's Palace, the Bellagio Fountains, the Flamingo, Eiffel Tower just on your left. Oh, it's a sight to see as we head down to the sharp break and then heading into turns 14, 15, 16, triple chicane, and he loses his wheel and he's out of there. Oh my god, he's out like a boner in tracky bottoms, and that says qualifying over, and that will mean Vigo will finish off as we finish the lap, heading down Armand Avenue, turn 17, cut that corner, and he goes provisional pole over 133.865 Hawkeye. Oh, that was lovely to see from Rim Job. He rim jobbed himself, and he's out, and I think he will be plumb last. As we got Hawkeye, the first of the Alpines, crossing the line with a 32.9 and his teammate 4 tenths behind. Saka shit, let's call him that. Coming home in provisional P3, and that's a brilliant lap by Hawkeye as he is on the mediums, as Giza takes provisional pole 131.5, so showing what pace there is on this lap. It's the masculine version of Sue. Is that now to P3, and it jumps by Wayne. Hey, it's Oasis. Hey. Taking original P2 in the Mercedes, and we've also lost Dr. Savage. He's not a real doctor, but he's also out And he's lost it. Coming out of turn 9. It looks like he's hit the wall, lost his traction, and he's not going to be improving his time at 39.2. That's him done. Can his teammate do any better? Scoring some points. He was also set a time on mediums of 32.6, so great times on these mediums. But Giza setting setting the standard here, 7/10 above Wayne. As we're on with Spencer Walls. He's not on his own. Walls always travelling packs. He's not on his own because he's got Wayne, and Wayne's in P2. Can he join his teammate near the top? Of course, have potentially 3 runs. And some of these drivers may have more than 1 lap's worth of fuel in the car. We'll see what he can do. He's coming down the strip. There'll be plenty of people watching from their windows. Ferrari boys both on the track as well. There's a trucker going into the pits. I think you can only do 1 lap really with how long the lap is. Your tyres wear well, and he goes provisional P9. And Mad Mark. Wonder if he's a fan of Mark Wahlberg. Marky Mark and the what's it called? Funky Bunch, is it? Funky Bunch? I remember, but he goes up provisional P2 with a 32.1, so still only Keyser in the 131s. Set an early pace. Great time from him. So we've only got a couple left on track now, still to set. Time Danny and Tooby West. Tooby West. That sack of shit's coming back out for another lap. Same as Hawkeye. V going on another flying lap, so we'll stick with him for now. So yes, this is your league leader. 176 points. With 7 races gone. And he's a second down, so he's not going to make that time up. So he's best going in. The pits now, all saving himself for another. I think Hawkeye is our lead one. To set another lap. Papa Rimjob is currently in P2, 20 points behind Vigo. And Tortuguita, another 13 behind. So all to play for with, I think it's 4 races left if I do recall. Constructors are looking tasty as well. The Ferrari boys, 294 points. And the Alpine lads, who looked good in looking good in the drivers' standings, but only 20 points behind. And then there's a big jump with the McLaren, so I think it's a 2-horse race for constructors currently. So we'll stick with Hawkeye. And see how he gets on. Looping round 1 and 2. Ben Bass, round Bass 3 and 4. The DRS is open. Hogging that track even though there's no one there. It's coming around turn 5. And in sector 1, and he's 6/10 up on his time, which will get him up to currently P4. There's nothing to shy about that. It's a decent position. You want to be up in the mix. His teammate just starts the lap as well. Both showing good consistency as he starts the drag down the strip. This, of course, had its first race last season. But before that, last time we saw the Vegas Grand Prix was 1982, which was actually called the Caesars Palace GP. And it was also the last time 3 US GPs were on the calendar, which of course now we have Vegas, Austin and Miami as he finishes lap and goes up to P4, so 7 tenths up. Couldn't find that extra time to get himself up to P3, but a great lap from him as we jump on with Sakashit, who's 8 tenths up, which would jump him up, I'd say, around P6. Crosses the line. Can he find extra time in that corner? Gets up, does up to P6. Great time from him. Wayne's invalidated, so not going to improve, so he'll jump into the pits. Let's see what Tortuguita can do. Currently a 1:33.3. Looking a decent time. It looking quicker. How quick is it going to be? I could be wrong. I could be blind. And actually is quicker, but only 2.5 tenths, which doesn't improve his position. We got C gets up to P2 with a 31.7 and joins Keyser in the 31s, but isn't quicker to get himself onto P1. But a great lap from him. Got the Red Bull of Tubi West setting his first lap. Danny is ahead of him, so we'll stick with him. Set his first flying lap. Yellow flag flashing everywhere. It's drivers letting others past. As he comes around turn 9. Great traction off that corner. If you're not, you're under threat of a car coming behind you. And then having good advantage down this strip. It's an easy overtake if you're close enough. And you can try and defend with your ERS as much as possible. You'll just end up burning it out, and it's just a pointless exercise, really. Danny with the DRS open. So headed down. That's the final. And he's invalidated right at the end. Oh, he's going to dive in now. Oh, you'll be kicking yourself. Let's see what Tubi. Scooby-Dooby. Scooby-Doo. But Tubi-Doo. But he isn't even Scottish. He's lying. What are you lying for? He's jumping in the pit, so we'll see if he can finish in set of time. Goes really wide there. Dodging that like it was a pile of shit. It didn't invalidate, so we'll set a time. It would have cost him a load of time, though. I think he'll be at the back of the grid here. And does go P11 for time set. Of course, won't be right at the back because we've got a couple of drivers that are out. Let's jump on Trucker here. As he's just starting another new lap. And see if he can improve with his current P6. The lone Aston driver of qualifying. It's Dr. Savage is out. And we'll start this sector 2. Coming out of turn 9. Just past the big ball. Which you'll see my face on it one day, I'm telling you. I think they actually use it as a big TV screen. You can see from miles. I think you can see from space. Might be wrong. Down the strip. Let's see how he's getting on. Keep it on track. Navigates that corner nicely. Doesn't go as wide as Tubi. Coming down Harmon Avenue. And cut that corner a bit more. And gets himself up to P3. Improves by 7.5 tenths. Great time from him. Tortuguita is coming in. Tubi isn't setting another lap, so that's him coming in. Mad Mark is on a flying lap. Will he improve on his P4? There'll be 1 or 2 coming out for a final run. Keyser is still the one to beat. Has only set 1 time now, and it's currently all that's needed is Mark's jumping into the pit, so he's not improving on his time. He reckons he can go in and out like a sex addict. As Wayne is going in as well. There's time for everybody to get in and change the tyres. Vigo is invalidated. Mark's had a day, calling it a day now. So the highest he's going to finish is P4. People coming out on their out laps here. Ooh. Can he be beaten? Can Kiza be beaten? Everyone's coming for their final run now. He needs to be beaten like a redhead stepchild. But can anyone do it? Stick on with sack of shit as he's coming around to start his final lap. We'll do another flying lap with him. Hold that inside corner, turn 1. It's looking really slow. That's looking really slow as well. You want to touch the apex and then open up that exit to the corner, and he looked like he was inside too much. We'll see what his time is under sector 1. I could be wrong. He's 3.3 seconds down, so yeah, really slow that was. Who have we got next? Got Spencer as he's coming round. Oh, and hits the wall. Didn't want to do that around the start of turn 7. Coming out turn 9 now. We'll see at the end of sector 2 if it did hamper his time or not. It did look like a bit of a hard shunt. And that's not what my mum calls me. Just because I've got a muscle somewhere on my body. Coming round. Final sector. As Trucker has called it a day as well, so he's not going to improve on P3. 30 seconds left to quali. As Keezer and Sia both come out. Oh, and that does. Yeah, he's done. He's done. He's done. He's not improving. You've just clobbered that wall. That's you done, marmite. That's the you done, marmite. I see. He's slightly up in his time. Can he get any quicker in the last sector? He does improve his time to 13.6, but he's not going to improve on P2. Wayne's invalidated, but he's finished anyway. Vigo's invalidated, he's finished anyway. We've got an Alpine or Tortuguita, no, it's Hawkeye. Hawkeye's down, so he's not improving. We've got the Haas of Danny, who's down his time 1.7, and he's not going to improve in that time either. Getting out of the way there of Keezer, is it? Who's slightly up on his time. 58 hundredths. 58 hundredths. What am I about? Let's just call it 6. Oh, lost his back end there on turn 14. Has that hampered his time? Can he improve? C won't. He's got another lap, but he's not going to set a faster time. His tyres will already be burnt out. He crosses the line and doesn't improve. He's a 10th down, so did lose time on turn 14. Danny crosses. Sack of shit coming round. Can he improve on his current P8? Comes round turn 17 and doesn't, stays P8. Spencer coming down. I don't think he's going to improve. He is not. Tortuguita, no, he's way down. So that is it. That is your grid. And that's a pole for Keezer. He'll be absolutely chuffed with that, as setting that on his first flying lap. Woo! Ric Flair, woo! He'll be absolutely buzzing. He's faster than a fat kid eating Snickers. What a lap that was. And this is your grid for your race. Keezer with a 31.5. A total over a 10th behind is C. Joined him on the front row. Trucker and Hawkeye. Point P3 and P4. Danny and Mad Mark on the third row. I think they'll be reasonably happy with that. Wayne, P7. Sakashit P8, Tortuguita P9, and league leader P10. He'll be shaking his fist like an angry shop owner. He want to make his way up the grid as quick as possible. Spencer Hall's P11, 2B West P12, and then P13 and P14 of Dr. Sauvage and Papa Rimjob. Not even setting a time, and DNF in quali. What an interesting race we've got here. So I said Keezer got P3 in the last 2 races. Can he improve that? He's starting in a decent position. And it is a dry. We are in the desert, so it would be really, really out of the norm if we did have a wet race, Raggy. If we did have a wet race. So now drivers setting up their strategies. For me, it to be probably medium to hard. Pit around lap 12. But someone might want to do the alternate strategy. There is a high chance of a safety car coming out with the walls being so close. It is such a great. It can be such a great race. I know this track gets a lot of shit, but it's one full of adrenaline and glitz and glamour and plenty of cash. And then in the race, in real life, drivers tend to make bespoke designs on their helmet to add to the glam. I don't think we can do it on this one though. While we're waiting for them to set the strategies, here's a little bit of knowledge for you. If you had 12 men, 12 bald men, and line them up closely in 2 rows, they look like a box of dozen eggs. Think about it. Let's hope none of them are cracked. I'm not sure. I don't know if Keys has had a poll before. I could be wrong. If he's in the chat, let me know in the watching the stream. But I know when I've only ever had one poll, and I was proper nervous. Not like I'm putting any pressure on Keys, but I was sweating like Mike Tyson at a spelling contest. I was shitting myself. While we're waiting for him, here's a joke for you as well. Keep you going. When does a joke become a dad joke? When it leaves you and never comes back. Hey! Sorry, it probably hurts 1 or 2 close to home. But we'll see. Whoever's in the stream chat, let me know who you think's going to win this race. I'm going to have to root for Keezer. He's got that pole. He's going to have to get P1 from there. It's going to be hard to keep people behind you, but he showed a decent pace. I'll go for C. Get P2. Because he did show some decent pace. And then I think... Who do I reckon's going to get P3? I'm going to have to say Vigo. I'm going to say Vigo's going to get there from P10. He's not league leader for no reason, so he's going to put performance in. I just think he just couldn't really nail a lap, so we'll see. Do we have a formation lap? Are we still waiting for people? Have people gone for a shit? Come on, guys! I've got a bedtime. Hurry up! Set your strategies. And of course, sorting out their tyres, sorting out their fuel. But it doesn't take this long. Let's go. Is everyone on a tea break? Have I got time to go for a tea break? I did have a coffee, but I've drank it. I need another one. We're gonna rock down to Harmon Avenue. We can take it higher. Let's go, let's go. We should see plenty of overtaking on this track. It does have the 3 lengthy straights on it. And the 2 DRS zones. First one, not too effective. You have to be right up on the gearbox of the car in front to be able to make that overtake. But the second one is a lengthy one. If you're close enough, even if you're within like 6 tenths, 7 tenths, there's a good chance you're going to make that overtake. But it does drain your ERS, and it's hard to get it back. You have to do a lot of letting off your brakes early on your corner braking, which of course helps your fuel saving. But yeah, those straights do drain your battery, especially if you're using your ERS. So you've got to be mindful of how to use it. Are we waiting? We're waiting. Come on, guys. And we're straight into the race. We're straight into the race. I'm not prepared. Let's see who's away. And everyone looks like they've got away well. Let's make sure there's no collisions. In turn 1, we've lost Toby West on the first corner. And safety car is out. And it looks like collision with Wayne. He's got 10 seconds for colliding with him. And safety car is out straight away. Oh, it's not what you wanted. Not what you wanted. And the biggest climber of that was Papa Rim. He's got himself up to P9. So too much weaving and waving has brought the safety car out, and it shouldn't be out for too long because everyone is together. We've got to go through this lap and then probably the next one. And that's Toby West out of here. Such a killer. Such a killer. You spend a week, if you do practice and preparing, or even just looking forward to the race, and then you're out on the first corner. Such a bummer. I do feel sorry for it, but that is it. And mix of strategies here. As C has made the jump on. Keys are up to P1 right at the start. Both on the hards, as Danny is the only one to decide to start on the softs. So will we see him do an early pit stop onto those hards? It's a difficult decision because you're starting on those softs. Don't get A. Watch those track limits. You can still get under stop state under the safety car. We've got a couple. There's been a few collisions. So Trucker's going in. He's got a damaged wing. So is Mad Mark. Obviously Wayne's gunning because he's got in, so some early pit stops, which means these drivers are potentially going to have to do 2 stops as well. All going on as Wayne is changing his tyres. They're all going to mediums, so they're all going to have to stop again. Onto some hards. To be fair, there's still a long race to go, so it's basically like a full race. So it's not too much of a detriment. Hawkeye got a penalty. What did he get that for? Wayne, of course, that's getting rid of his penalty, so it's a good pit stop for him. Hawkeye. Must have been a collision one. So yeah, Danny is up to P3. But he will have to pit quite soon because the tyre wear will be quite heavy. So we've got a couple of ones on mediums. Hawkeye, who does have the penalty, like I just said. Dr. Sauvage and Tortuguita on those mediums. You'll have to class Trucker and Marky and Wayne because they will all have to stop again as well. And then all the others on the alternate strategy will start on the hard. Looking to go longer and being snappier on that final stint. So here's a 6.2 kilometre race. Anti-clockwise track, 17 corners, 11 to the left and 6 to the right. And Toby West couldn't even make it past 1. Sorry. Sorry. We're in Manchester, aren't we? Sorry. We're in Manchester of America. No, we're not. I'm chatting shit. And the safety car coming in. It would be a late call if it is. Don't tell me we've got to go around again. This game is broken. Everyone's there. Why are we going round again? Just a safety car showing off. Look at me! Look at me! Everyone look at me! You can't overtake under safety car, lads. There's, oh, whoa, whoa! What are you doing? How have you got wing damage under the safety car, you absolute melon? You tit. Oh my god. What a game. So the Mercedes drivers now at the back of the grid. What can they do from there? See if they can get some decent points for their team. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a trek from there. So, C currently P1. Keys are in P2. Danny in P3. So long those softs can last. Hawkeye P4. Sakaship P5. Papa Rimjob now up to P6. Doing well. Vigo up to P7. With everyone pitting. Dr. Sauvage in P8. 40 P59. Trucker now P10. Mad Mark. These last four pitting. Wayne and Spencer Wolves. And around Sands Avenue. Welcome to Las Vegas. You're welcome, just ages ago. Oh, please keep. Get me down. See, almost hitting the safety car. The safety car just slow down really slow for that corner. Don't collide with it. You do get the penalty for hitting the safety car. No stupid decisions, and it should be in this lap. It should let us know anytime now. Come on. Stop filling us full of suspense. There it is now. So not much really, not much time for C to set himself ready for a launch, because you've got to wait for the safety car to go into the pits, and you can't overtake until you get to the start-finish line, the timeline. So he's going to be holding up the pack right to the end, as late as possible. Safety car is in now. When will C go? And he goes now. Keys was ready and waiting. And Danny in the soft is going to look to jump as soon as possible. Takes a look on turn one, but it's not close enough. No one else is going to make an overtake, giving each other plenty of room. They don't want to bring out another safety car, as Danny has now made the overtake on Keys, who's lost a couple of positions, whether it's a bit of a collision or lost of traction, but has now lost, is on a drag race with Hawkeye down to turn 5, and has lost 2 positions down to P4. Please don't tell me I've jinxed it. Wide down to turn 5. As the Aston Martin closes the door on the Ferrari of Vigo. Not Vigo, of Mad Mark, my apologies. Oh, and Wayne couldn't brake in time, ends up chopping on the wall, getting a damaged wing, and a track limits penalty for... And clips his back wind, and that's him gone as well. No, please, no, it's a VSC. It's a VSC. He just went quite angry there after cutting the corner. On the exit of the corner and clipping the wall, rebounded onto the other wall, and that's his car on there, still limping round, still going, so that's why the VSC's out. And Mark would be absolutely fuming because he can't overtake. As the game let him overtake, it has. So Wayne is limping round to the pits. His suspension's broken, he can't carry on now, surely. It says his car's still going. Oh, it's a full safety car. It's another full safety car. This game says VSC, but it's another full one. Look at that car. That can't carry on. And what's happened here? What's happened to Trucker? Had a couple of cars overtaken, and do we have people in the pits? Danny has decided to pit. It's a good choice from him. Everyone else is carry on round. He's getting rid of those softs. He's going on to hards. Seeing if he can get to the end, which is really, it should be possible with the safety car as well. So he's putting himself in a good position. Trucker is coming in, getting rid of the wing. He did have damage, so does Mark. Pitting again. And Wayne is limping round. He's got a puncture as well. Oh, this is damage limitation for him. If he can get in the pits and... Surely his car can't carry on. Look at that. It's like a three-legged dog. Oh, oh, oh! And he's... Yeah, he's completely out now. No, he's just completely knocked himself out. Okay, and that's Wayne gone. And we do have 11 left on the grid now, so... All this while... Who we lost? Oh, it was Danny, wasn't it? Yeah, so Danny's pit to get off those soft tyres. We'll be happy with that then. He should be able to hopefully make it to the end for him. And all while, the second safety car, which if Mad Mark can catch up, it might hit this lap. You'd like to think so. But knowing this game, it'll probably drag out a little bit more from the front. This is our 11 runners C, currently in P1. Hawkeye's made his way back up to P2, but he does have that 10-second penalty. Geezer in P3. He'll be okay with this. He'll be quite happy with his position currently. He'll be as happy as a seagull with a bag of chips. There's Sakashek behind him, currently in P4. Does have a penalty also, so he's looking good for a podium. He'll be challenging for that race win. Safety car is taking us round again as Tortuguita is now deciding to pit and get off those mediums and making the decision jump on hards. He doesn't have damage, so he's damage limitation of his position. He's thinking, sod it, might as well go on hards and try and go to the end. It's a good shout for him, because a lot of the drivers ahead of him on the hards already. But also a lot of them will have to pit again, or pit anyway, so that's actually a good decision from him. And we'll easily join on the back of this train. I'm surprised not one or more have done it either. They must think they've got some decent pace to get a good enough gap to make a pit stop, or pace to make their way back through the field. But we shall see. 19 laps left. Quite a bit of action so far. Quite a bit of drama. There's Danny and Trucker switching places. You can't do that, boys. The game will get you. Sandy Lane. Oh, Sandy Lane. Bloody Sandy. Sands Avenue. He's looking decent for McLaren, who are in P3. The constructors, they are quite a big distance behind though, so they're looking to close the gap. It's still possible to be in the running, but it's a big gap to pull back. But they need the Ferrari boys and the Alpine boys to lose some positions. So safety car should hopefully be in this lap. There it is. C will be kicking us off again, and he'll have to hold it up as much as possible, waiting for that safety car to go in. Such a bummy safety car, this one. I like one when you've got the unknown of when they're going to go. You know, Spa's a decent one where you've got all the and he goes now. He catch Geezer off, Hawkeye off the trap, and kicks Sauber looking on the inside of Geezer, but it isn't close enough, and he's got Papa rim job right in his gearbox. So everyone looks like they've made it through safe and sound. We don't want another safety car. Remember, the game only limits us to 5, and C has already left the guys for dead and set that 1 second gap from the DRS, which won't be even be activated yet. I don't think it's even. Oh, this is crazy. We haven't even had a DRS yet. We've had a crash safety car. Crash safety car. Keezer right up behind Hawkeye. He's going to be looking to take that position back as Hawkeye is trying to gain some position, trying to gain some distance back to see. Keezer has also dropped sack of shit. He's driving like a sack of shit because he's got Papa Rim behind him. He's got the rest of the cars behind him in a train. So sack of shit is under threat when the DRS is activated, and it's a front 3 here. Racing for position of P1. Keys are in that slipstream. Hawkeye in that slipstream, and Keys are following suit. Hawkeye, of course, has this penalty, so unless he can get rid of that and another safety car comes out, DRS will be activated. Got some fastest laps flying in, which we haven't seen yet. But will we see Mad Mark look on the inside of Danny? He's not close enough. Hawkeye, DRS is open. It's like a letterbox. You've got mail. Isn't close enough. Having a look on the inside turn 5, but not quite yet. He's doing the same. Papa looked on the inside of Sacco, but that's a slotting behind. Like I said earlier, it's a difficult one to overtake. You've got to wait for your opportunity on the next one, I think, and just follow people through without smashing your wing on their gearbox. As Keezer does make the overtake with Hawkeye. They're going drag race down to turn 12. And all the while, C has broken a gap of 2 seconds. And Hawkeye has got, and Keezer as well has dropped Hawkeye. So the sack of shit train is now a Hawkeye train, and Hawkeye's had a mare of a couple of corners, and he's under threat from the cars behind him, and sack of shit does overtake, followed by a Papa rim job. There's nothing Hawkeye can do. Can Vigo follow through as well? Not quite close enough. He looks on the inside, but not close enough to do that. So Keezer now look to close the gap. He's gained a couple of tenths on C. C sets the fastest lap of the race so far with a 35.5. Keezer will be hunting him down. Papa Rinjob will now look to try and overtake Sakashit, pushing him round. Takes the inside line on turns 3 and 4. DRS is open. Sakashit will try and defend on the inside, on the outside. And Papa Rim has a little look but cannot make that overtake. Again, Mad Mark trying to look on Danny, but not quite there. Keezer's gained a 10th from the first sector, and has also dropped Sack. So Sack says, I'll smile. But he will be under threat from Papa Rim, Hawkeye, Diego, Danny, Mad Mark are all in this train, and you'd hate to be this car at the front. Sack of shit under threat again. Papa Rim looking on the left. Is Hawkeye close enough to follow him through as well? Not like shit in his pants. And Sack of shit goes on the defence to Hawkeye. And everyone making it through. We're going to see this switch of places as the laps unfold. As Keys are now setting that fastest lap. Lost a little time though. Settled at the moment. Oh no, he's gained a couple of. Oh, that goes a little wide there from Vigo on turn 2. Looks like he went flying off, but he looks like he's taking the wide line to give himself some better traction off the corner. Seeing a little bit of time on Hawkeye. Hawkeye has a look on turn 5, which has brought Vigo in play. Trucker makes the overtake up to P9 on Spencer Wolves. Wolves looking on the outside. Turn 6. Just slots in behind. No, you can't overtail, as you will end up doing a Wayne and clipping the wall. Tortuguita just sticking with the pack for now. Knows that he has to just keep it clean. He can get with DRS and give himself an extra bump for speed. And we've got a yellow flag. And we've lost Keezer. Oh no, Keezer. And another safety car is out, and we lost the Keezer on turn 12. Oh, gutted for him, Paul. Sack of shit's got left at the session where he's been lost a bit of. Oh, gutted for Keezer. I jinxed him, didn't I? I said he's going to be P1. I wasn't sure whether that's because of clipping with somebody else. I see he's deciding to pit now. Jump onto those mediums. He's followed by Hawkeye, who's going to get rid of that 10-second penalty as well. Spencer Wolves and Tortuguita are all going in. Ah, Tortuguita. Oh my god. He'd be absolutely buggered as well. His teammates absolutely bugged him in the arse. Thought he had a big enough gap, and then Yaozin has to serve that penalty. And so Tortuguita's double stack. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. To be fair, it doesn't matter anyway because they're behind the safety car, so he would have come out in the same place anyway. But it's the principle. Oh, what happened to Keezer? He was in such a good position. So, I'd say that because these guys have still got to pit, so Papa Rim currently P1, Sakashita P2 and Vigo P3 all still yet to pit again. Danny, who has pit and can go to the end of the race, is your current net P1, currently in P4. Mad Mark, who's the same, P5. Trucker in P6, C in P7 is the first runners on mediums. Spencer Wolves P8 and Hawkeye P9, and then Tortuguita holding up the grid on P10. Ooh, eventful this race. I feel like we've been going for ages. It's only we're only on lap 11. We've had 3 safety cars. Jeez. I didn't think we'd get this many. I thought we'd only have 2 max. Oh, my days. Oh, God, sorry. Sorry I'm yawning. This ain't boring, by any means. Just had busy few weeks. It's summer. Summer. It's actually boiling as well. I'm absolutely sweating. Oh. I'm wetter than Stevie Wonder's toilet seat. As Trucker's jumping in the pits now, getting rid of those hards and going onto the mediums. He hasn't hit the wall under the safety car. He has as well. He's got damage. And please don't tell me you got that under the safety car. Otherwise, you're an absolute melt. So he changes wing and jumps onto those mediums. Got 13 laps to go on them. We will, and Sakashit's joined us again. That's nice. It'd be a shame for him and the cars behind if he was disconnected. But we will have a McLaren doing the safety car restart again. But this time it's Papa Rimjob, who from disqualifying and starting at the back of the grid is found himself in P1. He still, of course, has to pit, but it's a good position to be in. Mercedes of the safety car, showing everyone round, flashing its lights. It's a dogging session. That's later. No one to see anyway. There's too many lights. You won't be able to see it on this track. You don't even need the lights around the actual track. But it does have with the lights from all the casinos and hotels. But health and safety, you know. So safety restart start will happen. Papa Rim's leading the way with Sakashit in P2, Vigo P3, and Danny in P4. Artesian at P1 for now. Mad Mark P5, C in P6, Spencer Walls P7, Porcar P8, Portuguesa P9, and Ellen Trocker holding up the rear. But Papa Rim will be leading us away, waiting for the safety car to go into the pits. He's getting himself ready. Will he leave Sakashit in his wake, in his dust? It is a desert, and he's gone already. He's gone the earliest of the safety car restart. Sakashit wasn't really paying attention. He's now just under half a second behind. Now Danny will look to try and get overtake as quick as possible. Give himself a gap between Mad Mark behind him. And everyone looks like they've got away. Well, it's left with us. As Trucker makes overtake on Tortuguita. Down to turn 5. We've lost Vigo. He's lost it on turn 5. And was that from loss of traction? Lost his wing? Or was that from a collision with another driver? He's got to pit anyway, but... Oh my God! Oh my God! Safety car's out again. Oh my God. I can't take this. Health and safety prevails. Oh my God, have we even had a full lap yet? I think we had one full lap. Oh my God. Damage limitation for Vigo. Who needed a pit anyway. Papa Rim and Sacco should surely take this opportunity to pit now. It will be damage limitation and get themselves to, it will drop them down the order, but you need to pit now. Otherwise, you'll lose more time. Oh, gosh, another safety car. Please don't tell me it's on full safety car. And we've got everyone on hards as well, pitting to go into mediums. So C is taking advantage of this. Oh, Danny, Italian hand gesture. No, Ted's speeding in the pit lane. It's my worst, my bugbear that drivers do. He's sped in the pit lane. Oh my God. So Danny, Papa Rim job. Mad Mark, Vigo all in the pits. Vigo won't have to double stack it. No, he's not. His Mad Mark's already come out. So, oh, you absolute jobby! You'll be kicking yourself. I'm kicking for you, like a baby in the womb. So the only one that's decided to stay out on hard is Hawkeye. Now, he's going to get overtaken. He's going to get overtaken. As everyone else is on mediums. And they are the faster tyre compound. And with the safety car and the length of laps, they'll make him to the end easier. So he's going to be under threat. Does he have the pace to stick in that position? But see, he's come out of Cropper. And it's currently P1. And again, we'll lead another safety car restart. Oh my days. This game. We've lost 4 drivers, we've had 4 safety cars. Guys, please, I just want some action. I see more red than my imaginary misses on a monthly basis. You know. This is more painful than Man United trying to sign Sterling. And I hope that does not happen. Otherwise, I'll be like Tom in off Game of Thrones, and I'll just drop myself out of a window. Fucking Sterling! Oh my God! I bet Chelsea are laughing. I bet Liverpool and City are laughing. Going round again, because this game hates me. One of the longest tracks on the circuit, and it's making me watch people drive round in circles at no fun speed. Oh my god. I could be watching MasterChef. Watch some celebrity be an absolute douchebag and burn onions. Instead we've got people burning the tyres into the wall and burning my retina. Okay, we're on lap 15 out of 25. And the current leader is C. Did well in qualifying, so he's got to be favourite now for the race win. Spencer Rule's got himself up to P2. I think he'll be absolutely chuffed with that. I don't think he's shown any decent paces normally, if I do recall, finishing like late top 10s around that area, so he'll be absolutely chuffed to be up where he is. Can he get himself a podium? Hawkeye, he'll be open for that podium too. Can he keep where he is on that hard compound tyres? It will be difficult, but if he's got the pace, the challenge is his. Trucker's up to P4 after that pit stop earlier. He'd be absolutely chuffed with where he is as well. Tortugita, second in the Alpines, looking to claw back some points for the Alpine team. Both the Ferrari drivers at the back of the grid, so if they can stay where they are, they'll be getting some good points, getting themselves back into close contention for that P1 of constructors. Papa Rimjob, P6. He'll be quite happy because Saka and Danny behind him, both on penalty, so he'll give him a bit of safety car is in. Spencer, what you doing? You can't do that, my friend. And you've got the two Ferraris, like I said, at the back, who will look to charge. It'll be a mini sprint race for them. So, see, what's going on here? What's going on here? What's Spencer doing? Spencer, what are you doing? Surely he's going to get a penalty for that. As C makes the overtake anyway. What happened there? I think Spencer had to give that. And C's gone wide on turn 2. And has given the position back to Spencer. But then it goes on the inside of 3 and 4, gets the position back. Spencer just went completely offline and probably caught off guard by C going offline. And Hawkeye's looking inside of turn 5 as Spencer lets him pass. I think he's just nervous not to collide with anybody. At least challenge for those positions. I know you're probably out of position, but at least challenge for them. Come on, Marmy. Trucker right up on the back of Spencer. Tortugita following through. Papa Rimjob. Everyone looking like they're making their way. Mad Mark has made the overtake on Sakasaz. But Vigo has got is 1.5 seconds behind. He doesn't look like he's got damage, so he's just trying to put it. Get my words out. Probably just trying to find his feet. C has got himself that 1.3 second advantage now over Hawkeye on those hard tyres. Spencer's still stuck with Hawkeye, but Hawkeye's going to hold up a train now with the cars behind him on the quicker compound. Everyone's lights are flashing. Does anyone know how to use ERS? It looks like everyone's burnt them already. As Papa Rimjob making the overtake on Tortugita. Down to turn 14, 15, 16, triple chicane. And as we finish the lap, Hawkeye's managed to gain a little bit on C. C gaining that current fastest lap with a 35 flat. Spencer looking at Hawkeye. Hawkeye goes a little bit wide. As Danny on the outside makes an overtake on the outside of Tortugita on turn 4. I think Tortugita wouldn't have fought that too hard as Mad Mark makes his overtake as well. Tortugita knows that he doesn't want to collide with people overtaking him. As Papa Rimjob makes the overtake. What's happened to Mad Trucker? Mad Trucker, his LN Trucker. I think he's collided with the wall. He's got a damaged wing. He has collided with the wall. Oh my god, at least the safety car hasn't come out. He's going to have to pit again. He collides with the wall again. Oh, and that was a purpose. That is, yes, I'm sure the stewards will look at that. You do not do that, and that was a purpose collision with the wall that could have brought out a safety car. It has not. I'm sure the stewards will look at that. So Trucker is out. Sees 2.5 seconds ahead of Hawkeye now in P2. As Papa Rimjob looking to make the overtake on Spencer Walls. A little bit of wheel banging, but both make it through. Papa Rimjob up to P3. Danny looking in the inside turn 14. Bit of an aggressive move, but makes it stick and got himself up to P4. Spencer Walls just slightly out of sync now because of the double overtake. Defending well on Mad Mark, but can make the overtake on the outside turn 17. Has got better traction and does. Spencer on looking at the inside, but Mad Mark makes that move stick. Great overtake from him on the final corner. You don't see many overtakes there. Spencer doesn't quite have the pace as he drifts around turn 4, which will open the door for Tortuguita, who's closing the gap. Both got DRS though, as Tortuguita looks on the outside of turn 5 and gets to go through, and great overtake again from him. Papa Rim right on the gearbox of Hawkeye. McLaren drivers looking strong as C is gap now 3.3 seconds. Papa Rim favourite now for this P2 as Hawkeye is holding off. The position is Sakashita overtaking Spencer Wolves. Going down turn 10 and turn 11. Makes that overtake stick easy. As Papa Rim does make overtake down the straight. He's made it early. Why has he not got his DRS open though? To make that gap even bigger. Because Hawkeye can fight back. He's taking a look but isn't close enough. As Danny makes a big move on the inside of Hawkeye on turn 14. Just collides with Hawkeye. Bit of an aggressive move, but there wasn't really space there to do it. As sack of shit is out on turn 14. Collides with the wall, I think with an overtake with Vigo. Damages his wing. He hasn't, so he can carry on. Oh, it's not the place to overtake, as Danny has made the overtake now on Hawkeye. Coming round turns 3 and 4. Danny be happy with that as Mad Mark's lost. As Hawkeye's lost another position to Mark. Hawkeye just doesn't have the grip on those hard tyres compared to the medium runners. He's dropping down. So Danny now up to P3, but does have a penalty. He needs to give himself a gap between him and Mad Mark if he wants that podium. And with that, he needs to stay in the DRS of Papa Rimjob. Tortuguita overtaking his teammate up to P5. Hawkeye's just dropping down the order now. Spencer Wolves losing position to Vigo again. I think Spencer's not battling too hard. Knows that he doesn't really want to trip anyone up. And yeah, probably nearly had a heart attack being up in P2 and was back down in the late as he's looking to fight back on Vigo and does make that overtake down the Las Vegas strip. And not giving the position up. He's back up to P7. I think we'll be under threat from Vigo again. As C sets another fastest lap, 34.9. Just embodying that current P1. And we got a yellow flag. Sack of shit. Has hit the corner coming out of turn 17. How have you done that? It's not even a sharp corner. Oh my god, you're having a right mare. And has he got wing damage? Sure, he's got wing damage because he's hit the wall. He doesn't. As Danny has made the overtake on Papa Rim down to turn 5, and he's absolutely flying as Vigo follows through again and takes the overtake in the same position and makes this one stick on Spencer Walls. It loses a bit of traction on his rear wheels, and Vigo has kept that position and cuts the corner, misses. Oh my god. What did you do that for, Vigo? Did you miss your braking point? But he's got himself a 10-second penalty for doing so. You can't cut the corner there. You need to go back on the track as soon as possible. You completely should cut that chicane, and the game has penalised you for it. So Danny now up to P2. Yellow flag again. Who was that for? As we've got a battle here for P2 with Danny, Papa Rim Job, and Mad Mark. Danny needs to get away from these with his penalty. But the two cars behind are battling hard as Papa Rim's looking on the inside of turn 17. Can he make that one stick? And he does. Great overtake from there. Danny goes a little bit wide. And will Mad Mark looking inside turn 1. Great drive from these pair as Danny has position on the inside of turn 3. Well, battle's a bit weird for Ferrari. The Ferrari's got the outside exit ahead of Danny. Both got DRS. Danny looking the inside turn 5, but isn't close enough to make the overtake. Being very aggressive with these moves. Pulls himself out sharply behind the cars in front. As Spencer's in the pits, jumping onto some soft tyres. Can he get a fastest lap and take that away from C? That's his plan. We do have a battle here for P2. C is now 4.5 seconds ahead, and we've had a few laps without a safety car. I don't think another one's going to come out. I think the game's had enough as much as me. As Papa Rim is under threat now from Mad Mark and from Danny. I think Mad Mark is close enough. I don't think Danny is. He'll have his DRS. Has he got it? I don't think he does. He wasn't close enough, so Mad Mark now up to P2. Great drive from him as he was at the rear at the safety car restart and has now got himself up to P2. Danny gets himself another penalty. He'll be absolutely kicking himself again. Forgetting that, so that will hamper his chances for a podium, and he's diving into the pits. So that's now a battle for P2 and P3. Tortuguita is now up to P4. Hawkeye's up to P5. Danny's jumping in and getting himself on some softs. Try and get himself some. He's getting rid of that penalty. He's got a 10-second penalty. And jumped on some mediums. Why don't you jump on softs, my mate? Could have gone for fastest lap. Oh well. Each to their own. And coming out P8. Just ahead of Spencer Wolves. That was close. Spencer's on those softs though, so he can be flying. So it's a battle for P2 now from Mad Mark and Papa Rim. Rim Job. Right on the gearbox of Mad Mark. Pushing him round turn 12. Down the strip. His DRS will be open. You've got mail. As it goes bing. Will he make this overtake? I think he opened it a little bit late there. I think he could open it a bit sooner. He's kept himself behind for now. Was he close enough, or is he just playing the tactical game? It's a yellow flag there for sack of shit. He's lost it on turn 12. And that will promote Spencer Wolves and Danny up a position. He's not having a good time, sack of shit. His car's a sack of shit out of turn 12. He's got that DRS, so look to take that position back from Spencer. Looks in the inside of turn 14. As we've got a yellow flag again. Who is that? Mark. We've lost Mark. Out of turn 4. Was that a collision with Rim Job? Were they battling and have collided coming out of turn 4? It's a possibility, but he's now down to P6 with 2.5 laps to go, and that's the kick Sauber again. Turn 1, he just hasn't got the right setup, I think, to get, or he's just pressing too hard on that throttle. Just take it slow for now. Your tyres will be screaming, otherwise you're going to end up in that wall again. So who we got? We've got Noah's Ark here, McLarens and Alpines and Ferraris, 2 by 2 by 2. It looks like it's possibly stay like that from the distance at times, unless somebody makes a mistake. see nearly 4 seconds as Hawkeye now makes the overtake on Tortuguita with his DRS. These two, if they want to catch the McLarens by any stretch of the imagination, they're going to have to work together with this DRS, not hold each other up. They're 3.5 seconds behind. Papa Rimjob in P2. Will we see them make a charge? It's a difficult one, but it's possible. We've got Mad Mark in P6 behind Vigo, but we'll jump him on penalties. So they'll just end up with 5.5 seconds as well. They're just going to have to just keep the drive to the end now. And then we've got Danny Spencer and Sakashit here. So, and he's been racing like one. Penultimate lap, and C's had a quite consistent drive. Hasn't got himself involved in any altercations. Just on his own drive. Pit when he needed to. And has ended out on P1. And I think his battle with Keyser has probably helped his race. And it was a shame for our race that Keyser's gone, that C just dominated until the end now. Hasn't been miles quick by any stretch of the imagination, but 4 seconds ahead of his teammate is enough, and they are pulling away from the Alpines, who have also put a gap between them, so there's no DRS. So I think this is your order, unless somebody crashes out, this is your order and your finishing order, as Mad Mark makes the overtake on Vigo. I think Vigo's let him past. There's no point battling with him and losing points for an accidental collision, and Vigo does have that penalty also. We'll have a check on those penalties. Got the 10, yep, and then everyone else behind us the 3. So there's no point in just fighting that final lap. And I'd say it's been eventful. It's been a bit frustrating in some aspects. And Spencer Wolves, what are you doing, you absolute... What have you done? What have you done? Round the triple chicane, you crashed out on the penultimate lap. What have you done? Oh my word. Oh my word. And that was the fastest lap as well, but I don't know who set that. I'll have to check on the race afterwards. That's promoted Saka Saz up to P8. Oh my word. Who crashes out with a lap to go? I wouldn't say he's done that on purpose, but he's just lost the concentration. Oh my word. We're coming around to the last few corners now. Let's hope C doesn't do the same. Take it nice and easy. You've got time just to take that nice and easy. And we come around the final corner. Down Harmon Avenue, and your race win at Las Vegas Grand Prix is C08. Fantastic driver from him, and his teammate comes home in P2. Papa Rimjob, he'll be absolutely chuffed with that, starting at the back on qualifying. Hawkeye P3, Tortuguita P4. Alpine teams getting some massive points, closing the gap on the Ferraris with Mad Max and Vigo getting 5 and 6. And then we've got Danny coming home. What could have been for him if he didn't have his penalties and deciding to pit. Coming home in P7, but I think he'll be happy with that on the overall grand scheme of things. And then Sakashit. We're all holding up and waiting for him now. Let's all have a quick nap while we wait for him as he span out a million times. Coming around turn 14. 15 and 16. Oh, I thought he was going to take that wide and smash into the wall, but he does not. He comes home down the start finish, bendy straight to turn 17, and comes home in a valiant P8. And did he just set the fastest lap at that time as well? Oh, and get a fastest lap point there. That would have actually been storming from him. Driver of the day, Papa Rimjob. I'd agree with that as well. LOC had a consistent race. He did come from back of the grid to come home in P2. So, I agree with that. I'll give him driver of the day. And we have McLaren's on the top 2 steps. C on that top one. Great race from him. And Hawkeye taking that P3, but we'll go through your order. So here we have C with your P1, rim job P2, Hawkeye rounding off your podium P3, Tortuguita P4, up 7 places, great race from him, Mad Mark P5, and Vigo up to P6. He's up 3 places. I'm an absolute mong. Danny coming home P7 and Sakashit coming home P8 and also getting the fastest up with a 34.1. Well done from him on the last lap. And then your DNFs for today: Spencer Walls, Trucker, Keezer, Wayne, Dr. Sauvage, and Tubi crashing out on the first corner. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us here at Viking Racing League. My name is Alex, and if you'd like to join us next week, we do have 3 races left of this current season, season 4, but next race will be at Circuits Villeneuve in Canada. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us. Peace out.